come with me on a workout at the beach. This workout totaled to be about 10.5 miles with 36 minutes of quality. This is my deload week, so we kept the workout volume high, but the overall volume for the entire week is still pretty low. The workout was 3 by 12 minutes at about a LT effort. So it was prescribed at 6 minutes per mile, but it was hot and humid, so those splits came in a little bit under. But every 3 minutes, there was a 30-second spike at around 10K effort. I was pretty happy with the splits of the 10K surges. The LT surges were a little on the slower side, but that's okay. I know it's hot here. I think this workout was about 80 degrees. Feels like something hotter than that because it's pretty humid. But I was lucky enough to have my dad and my wonderful girlfriend on the bike behind me, and my dad was able to get some good footage. Other than the beach being tremendously hot and humid in the summer, it's a great place to run if you want a pretty flat, even surface. There's tons of flat bike paths just to go around and get workouts done without too much of having to adjust your effort based on hills. It's just super flat and super nice. And it's also pretty low trafficked because there are mostly bike paths, and even the roads that you might have to go on sometimes are usually pretty quiet and free of cars. One thing I like to do on my workouts is carry a handheld bottle with water and carbohydrates and some electrolytes in there as well. What I do is 18 ounces of water to about 50 grams of carbs, so 200 calories. And I'm really liking the Tailwind grape flavor right now. I'm not making my girlfriend carry it with her in her bike basket because I want to get used to running with the bottle because that's what I'll need to do on race day. One thing I've been thinking about doing recently is filling it with a higher density of carbs per ounce of water, just because it can get kind of cumbersome to run with the bottle for the entire race. So what I would be able to do is just take the carbs quickly, dump the bottle, and I'll have as many carbs as I want just in a shorter time frame without having to carry the bottle for the entire race. So as you're about to see, I'm still running pretty slowly here, but you're going to see that I lap my watch and start to pick up the pace just for a short amount of time. What I like to do is do a spike for about 30 seconds during my warm-up just to wake up the body and get the aerobic engine going. So it'll usually be something like 30 seconds at anywhere from 5K to 10K effort. I like to gradually build into it, so I'll start out a little bit slower and then just accelerate into it. I also like to do strides just to help with economy right before my main set starts, and that'll be the last thing I do before going into the workout. And if I'm switching shoes, then I'll do that. If not, then I'll just run for a minute or two and then get into the workout. So here's the beginning of the first rep. Went out probably a little bit too fast. But yeah. So as you'll see here, I attempted to turn right to loop on to the main road that I was intending to go to, but there was like construction or some mulch like laying down. So we got turned around, as you will see, and that was kind of annoying.
Can't keep up with them.
Here's about the end of the first rep. I'll put the splits up a little slow, but at least mostly on the LT parts, but solid for the heat and humidity. But yeah, this is what it is. So what you're gonna see coming up is after this crossing, there is going to be a pretty small hill, like more of a roller, I'd say. But the unfortunate part was that the 10K, one of the 10K 30-second surges came right at the downhill. So I had to just adjust the effort because of that downhill. And the pace was certainly hot. It was fast, but I think I might have overcooked it a little bit. And you'll see I get very far ahead of the camera, so that might have made the rest of the workout suffer just a tad bit. But yeah. All right, here's the jog after the second rep. Paces were actually not too bad, obviously slower than the original 6 minute per mile pace that was prescribed. But given that it's so intensely humid and hot here, I was, aiming for 6:10 more so than actually 6. And I dumped my bottle off to my girlfriend because I am sick of holding an empty bottle that is not benefiting me in any way. So that was nice. Thank you, Renee. I love you. I also lost the shirt because it was very hot and very wet. So here's the start of the third rep. Starts on this bike trail, and I will finish it on the main road that I was on earlier.
Watch again.
What?
Talking to your dad. It all looks the same.
We'll make a movie.
How do you have so much storage?
I got plenty.
Starting now.
I got plenty. Yeah. I got so many videos.
All right, here were the splits for the last rep. A little slow on a couple of them. That was fine, but I was able to bring it back for the last bit, which is good. And here's the cool down, and I'll talk a little bit in the cool down with my dad.
I know. All right. To finish up 3 by 12 minutes at like 6 flat-ish like target. Definitely slower than that because it's it's humid, right, Dad? It's humid. Yeah. Very. And hot. Good shade though, so I was grateful for that. But 3 by 12 minutes and with 3 minutes jog recovery between, but every 3, 6, and 9 minutes of each rep, I spiked to like 10K effort. I was happy with the pace on those. I think if not all of them, were sub 6. It was only like 30 seconds, so it's like 12 minutes with like 30-second spikes like every third minute. 10K. But solid workout. I probably the longer reps, like the 2-3 minute and 2 30-minute reps, probably pace wise, about marathon pace. But it's okay. It's free fitness. Free fitness here, so like I'll take it. And it's the only hard session of the week, so I'll take it. Just glad it's done. Now I return right here. Don't get hit by a tree branch. Well, all from the sky. Oh boy. Or the But if it wasn't like, so fucking hot, this is a great place to run. Because if you like flat, courses, which I advise everyone to run hills on their easy runs. But like if you want the flattest possible experience and you have a lot of money to burn on a house, come to Kiowa.
No, you can rent one of these babies for not too much.
Yeah, but some people want to buy them.
Well, I'm saying if you want to just rent and do the marathon in December.
Like, this would be a cool place to run the marathon, but like, I would get so overstimulated. Because like, everything is so familiar. I don't know, I'd love to run it for fun. Like, I don't think I'd race this marathon, but I'd run this with like, not terribly high expectations, I think. I don't know. I think it's flat, so can't ask for much more. There's another roundabout up there, so I'm just gonna loop around it and come back.
Okay, I'm turning off.
Bye.
And if you rent a rental bike, it's really hard.
You can join me.
It's really hard to keep up with them.
As of now, I'm planning on racing the Mohawk Hudson River Marathon in October. I am aiming to race under 2:45 in the full marathon. So consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content. I'll probably post more stuff like everyday running content, shoe reviews, and stuff like that. Also follow my Strava. I'll put my QR code and my profile on here, and you can follow my training if that interests you at all. So thanks for following.